Hello, my fellow nerds out there. It's Oracle Nerd Richie, and welcome back to Dark Knights. Now, I am recording this another episode just for today. I still got a couple of canker sores on my lip, which is why my speech is a little bit slur. So I apologize in advance if I don't sound all too great. But anyways, we're gonna be continuing where we left off, and hopefully I'll be able to read through all of this. So let's go ahead and continue. It's finally Friday, huh? The break starts tomorrow. I have mixed feelings about it. I just don't know what I'll do with all the free time. I roll out of bed and put on my school uniform before going downstairs to make breakfast. Of course, I have to report the incident to the police. The person on the line tells me that they patrolled the park a moment ago, but they saw nothing suspicious there. They have been getting more calls about weirdos without any evidence. The demon rumors suddenly returned to my mind. I haven't gotten much out of Junoru. I haven't gotten much out of Junoru yet, but I'm sure I'm on the right track. Even though the police don't believe me. I checked the mailbox. There's a huge stack of papers because I have not emptied it for a while. Leaving the envelopes and advertisements in a pile, I take the newspaper to the couch with me. Ryoji will not be able to mock me for not keeping up to date today. I browse through the article to find something more about the demon. It doesn't seem like anything else has happened lately. I spot a tiny advertisement in the corner of the page. Looking for vampire hunters. No experience required. Inquire if interested. These people sure are crazy. First they look for ghost exorcists, and now they want vampire hunters? Just like ghosts and demons, vampires are only make-believe. This is the first time I've ever heard talk of vampires being in the area. It seems like the rumors escalate by the day. I continue browsing through the newspaper and find an updated list of missing persons. There is still no announcement of anyone being found. The list only keeps growing. After finishing breakfast, I head to school. As usual, Ikuya greets me with a cheerful smile, and Ryoji joins us a minute later. The three of us talk about our plans for the holiday before class starts. Has everybody prepared their homework? We'll start at chapter 7. They won't mind if I take a nap anyway. Once I wake up, I notice Ikuya waving at me with a worried expression. What? Whew. I see crumpled up paper balls on my desk. She must have tried to wake me up by throwing them at me. I gesture that everything is fine as she smiles back. I look at the clock on the wall. The school day is almost at its end. Like usual, I have done nothing productive. With school finished for the day, the holiday break finally starts. Although I planned on talking to Ryoji, it seems that he has already left. Ikuya must have told him to pack his things for the trip together. Clearing my mind of school-related thoughts, I lazily throw myself onto the couch. Now that I have time, I can investigate those disappearances in more detail. Junoru has also been on my mind a lot lately. Now that I think about it, I visit him so often that I probably seem like a stalker. I decided to go to the library. Ju will think I'm creepy if I run into him every single day. As always, along the route, I passed the Kinjiri mansion in broad daylight. It looks like any other house. I suppose that's why I never noticed it before. I couldn't resist passing by. When I finally reach my destination, it is quieter than usual. I have the whole library to myself. I find myself a comfortable spot and put my bag on the table to unpack my books. Exams will start once the break is over, so it is best to start studying early. Which subject should I study first? Since I have trouble with history, it's probably best I start with that. I sleep too often during class. I am better at focusing when I am in the library than when I am at home. Even though both places are quiet, the surroundings here help me stay in the studying mindset better. The first chapter is about the Kenriji family. I have so fallen behind. Why are we even learning about the local families anyways? I sigh, but nonetheless decide to keep reading. The Kenjiris resided in a mansion that was built in 1702. Their home was partially burnt down 70 years later, but then reconstructed in 1840. A librarian passes by and glances at what I'm reading. Ah, the story of the Kenjiri family. Do you know a lot about them? Well, I've heard more rumors than facts. For instance, they were murdered by their fellow villagers because they were supposedly plotting something evil. They say if you pass by the mansion at midnight, you can hear the ghosts of the Kenriji family screaming for help. I've heard so many versions of that story. I don't know what to believe. These stories were supposedly passed down from the villagers of that time period, but they were very well could have changed over time. So who knows what's true? Besides, dead men tell no tales. I guess we'll never find out what really happened then. You know, there is one more rumor I've heard, and it's pretty recent. They say one member of the Kenriji family survived and is seeking revenge on the village. Something the demon people are talking about is this family member. It's the occultists spreading that rumor, though. There's no way corpses can come back to life. Librarian nods and lets out a sigh before walking away and continuing with her duties. Questions stack up in my head as I stare at the history book. Wait a second. Could Junoru be a ghost? And this thought just occurred to you? What a coincidence bumping into you here. I hear Junoru's voice behind me and look up startled. Oh! What are you doing here? I came here to study, and thought I saw someone familiar. In a rush, I closed the book, and hope he did not see what I was reading. Junoru smiles gently and takes a seat beside me. I didn't recognize you in those clothes. It is what I wear when I do not go to school. Even in his free time, he dresses nicely. I did not mean to disturb your studying. Please, pretend I am not here. No, not at all. It's nice to have some company. Well, as long as you do not mind. I stare awkwardly at the textbook in front of me. Only a moment ago, I nearly concluded that Junoru was a ghost. What a silly thought. I peek at him from the corner of my eye. Oh! Junoru looks serious as he browses through the book. I am curious about what he is reading. When he glances back at me, I quickly turn away. I stared at him for too long. He must have noticed. Can I just say that the art in this game is absolutely amazing? Like, I wish I could draw like that. Are you stuck? Feel free to ask me for help. Junoru puts his book down and gives me his full attention. I might as well be straightforward. Um, well, do you know about the legend surrounding the famous Kenriji family and their mansion? Yes, I have heard of them. Junoru's expression does not change. Is your house haunted by them? Junoru laughs softly at my question. You believe in ghosts, do you? To answer your question, no, there are no ghosts in the mansion. Moreover, even if there were, we would not be able to see them. Junoru rests his arms on the table and looks at me with an amused expression. I cannot help but blush and turn away. Great, now he thinks I'm a scaredy cat. You have some interesting questions today, Miss Miyoko. I am in a good mood today. Is there anything else you would like to know? Well, I quickly try to think of something. There is something that's been on my mind for a while. About your uniform. I'm sure that we go to the same school, but I never see you around. Junoru rose his chin as he considers his response. I only take the night classes. Wait, there are night classes? Yes, I find them more convenient for both personal and practical reasons. Although I wait, Junoru never seems to finish his thought. Junoru? My apologies. I am simply unpopular with the regular classes. There were a few incidents that made it hard for me to attend regular ones. Can I join you? I wonder what the night classes are like. I believe you would need to wait for the break to end before inquiring. What is the difference between day and night lectures? Please tell me more about them. To be honest with you, Miss Miyoko, I would not recommend them for you. Huh? Why not? Confused, I look at him. The night classes are much more advanced than normal curriculum. I do not know if you would be able to keep up with the lessons. Are you implying I'm stupid? Why, of course not. How can I put this? The night class is full of students of a different caliber. What, do they have superpowers or something? No, rather, they are all there for a certain reason. Such as? Perhaps we should leave this here for today. We have studying to do after all. What? Ju, you're so mean. I pout, but Junoru covers his eyes with his hand and turns away. The trick will not work this time. Aww. On second thought, allow me to think further about it. I almost jump up from excitement but hold myself back since I'm in the library. I'm looking forward to it. I've had a lot on my mind, but I do not believe it will be too difficult if you only join a single class. The two of us end up studying together until the library closes. Since we're heading in the same direction, Junoru and I walk home together. So, Junoru, what are your plans for the break? Nothing much. My life is no more exciting without school. What about you? Me too. My parents are still away on their trip, and my friends are going somewhere else. That must be quite lonely. Nope, I'm used to it. Your expression says otherwise, Miss Miyoko. There is no shame in admitting your loneliness. Junoru, stop. Tell me more about yourself instead of digging into my life. Well, I am still busy cleaning up my brother's mess. He has been so reckless ever since our parents passed away. I'm sorry to hear about that. It must be tough. I do not mind. He is my brother, and one should take care of his family. Don't forget to take care of yourself too. Don't let your brother tire you out. Yes, well, things would be easier if he listened. You know, I used to wish I had a sibling, but hearing you talk about your brother is seriously making me reconsider it. We have good times together too, of course. Before long, we find ourselves near the old mansion. However, we quickly notice someone standing in front of it on the street, staring at the structure. Oh, oh, who's this? Who's this good-looking man, or woman, or person? The odd man notices us as we approach him. Judging by his creepy gas mask and unusual clothing, he does not seem to be a local. The man's cold stare pierces through me as he peers in our direction. What's with this guy? Everything about him feels so off. I turn to Junoru, who is frozen beside me. He seems equally disturbed by the man's presence. Hey, you two. Is this house abandoned? His words sound more like a statement than a question. I expect Junoru to reply, but his lips remain sealed. I'm Chain. You're from this village? I reply with a nod. Chain stares at us and narrows his eyes. His gaze is that of a hunter stalking his prey. Sir, I doubt you have any business in a place such as this. Please refrain from participating in suspicious activities. You will scare the neighborhood. Junoru calmly takes him by the wrist and begins walking. Let us leave, Miyoko. The air grows tenser as we slip past Chain. When I peer back over my shoulder, the mysterious man watches us until we disappear past the bend. I cannot help but feel anxious. Junoru, where are we going? Somewhere that man cannot follow us. Eh? You're not going home? I do not feel comfortable with someone like that hanging around my house. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I suddenly realized that even with a glove on, Junoru's hand feels so cold. He must be quite disturbed. Junoru releases me as soon as he realizes how long he's been holding on to me and looks away embarrassed. I am sorry for pulling you with me. I did not intend to. Don't worry about it. I want to get away from that guy as soon as possible, too. It is getting late. Shall I walk you home? I blush at a suggestion and wave my hands. No, it's okay. I'm fine on my own. Having you walk alone after running into someone like that would only make me worry. Well, since you insist, thank you. I smile at him. Although we have not known each other for very long, Junoru is often concerned about my safety. While I am sure part of it is his gentlemanly personality, I believe he genuinely cares about me deep down. It feels nice to be around him. As we walk down the road, the sky starts to turn dark. Thank you for studying with me today. It was my pleasure. I actually have to go to the library. I actually go to the library quite often. Same. I like studying there. I could do it at home, but it's not the same. I don't have much planned for the break, so I'll probably end up in the library a lot. It's too bad my friends will be out of town. You know, you were right earlier. I guess I am kind of lonely. Maybe that's why I kept going to the mansion. I hope I haven't been bothering you. On the contrary, I welcome your presence. I have not spoken with someone so much in a long time. I, I'm happy to have you around. With my brother ignoring me, loneliness haunts me in a similar way. We finally reach my home. You live even closer than I expected. What, don't tell me the real reason you wanted to walk me home was so you could see where I live. Who knows? I suppose I'll see you tomorrow then. And please, know that you are welcome to visit me anytime. Sure, see you tomorrow. Actually, wait. The rumors have been getting stranger by the week. As you already know, you should not believe everything you hear. Do you mean the demon thing? I mean in general. There's so many sides to each story, and the lines between reality and fiction will blur if you are not careful. Until you know the whole story, you should not come to a conclusion. Eh? I'm simply implying that you should not concern yourself with the things happening in this village. Treat all the rumors as lies, just ensure you stay safe. So he's telling me to stop investigating things? If I dig any deeper, I might get myself into trouble? It is merely a gut feeling. I only want you to be safe. Thank you, Junoru. Junoru opens his mouth to say something, but remains silent. I can see the hesitation in his eyes. Something is bothering him. Before I can ask about it, however, he turns to leave. I wish goodbye and step into my house. After I close the door, I let out a delighted sigh. I hope Ju will be okay with that creeper chain skulking around his home. When my stomach rumbles, I realize that I have not eaten since lunch. I head to the kitchen to make something simple. I'm so hungry. I'm hungry that I feel like I'm eating a 10-course meal, but I don't have the patience to prepare all of that. After I finish cooking, I take a seat in the living room. It is quiet enough to be lonely as usual. Oh, damn it. Why didn't I invite Ju in for dinner? It would have been nice to talk a bit longer. Besides, he served me lunch once. It would have been so nice to return the favor. All of a sudden, I hear a strange noise from down the hall, as if someone is twisting a doorknob. A frosty chill runs down my spine as I process the sound. I am alone here, and doors cannot open or close themselves. All of the windows are closed, so it cannot be the wind either. My. Is someone broken in? I put my plate down on the table and grab an umbrella I use as a weapon. Yes, finally, a character who actually uses sense. Common fucking sense. If you feel like someone broke into your house, grab something as a weapon. Don't just go in unarmed. Like, grab it like an umbrella or a knife. I don't know, something to defend yourself. I slowly tiptoed down the hallway and peeked into the darkness. Although it is difficult to see, I do not wish to scare the intruder away by turning on the lights. I'll teach this creep not to mess with me. Voices begin to approach me as I close in on whoever has entered my home. I listen as they come closer and closer and grip my umbrella tightly, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The time is finally right. I jump out and wildly swing my weapon around. Take this, you creepy stalker! Stop! It is only me! The. As hearing the voice inside my soul, I quickly realize it's Junoru, although I cannot see him properly in the darkness. What the heck? I'm sorry, Ju. I didn't expect you to walk straight into my house. It is my own fault. You made a fair assumption. Now, my question is, what the hell are you doing in her house exactly? Junoru stands up and rubs his chest. You were quite strong. That was a good hit. Does it hurt? I wrinkled your shirt. I'm fine. My apologies. When you did not answer the door, I worried something might have happened to you. I was so busy cooking I didn't hear you knock. How did you get in? You left the back door unlocked, so I let myself in. I put my hands in my cheeks in embarrassment. This is the second time I have left that door unlocked. Oh, sorry about that. So what happened? As it turns out, I cannot go home at the moment. Don't tell me it's because of that chain guy. Indeed, it is. Unfortunately, I cannot find my brother either. I do not know where else to go. It is late, and he is supposed to be home today. I can help you look for him. We are not supposed to be outside after 9 p.m., remember? Are you really serious about following that rule? Even when your brother might be in danger? He's probably staying elsewhere. Either way, he should be fine. In any case, it is best to stay inside at this time of night. He's worried that his brother isn't home, but not that something might have happened to him? What? I apologize for taking up your time. I hope I am not troubling you by being here. Well, I did want to invite him over anyway. Not at all. Please, feel free to stay tonight. There's a guest room upstairs. Oh? Junoru gently gazes at me, but then frowns. He rubs the back of his neck and bites his lips. I totally understand if you feel uneasy with someone creeping around your place. We can report him later. This is the least I can do to help. Thank you for your hospitality. Only a moment ago, I could have sworn he seemed uncomfortable with spending the night. Although I want to ask about it, I do not want to ruin his mood. Not a problem. I don't have people over often, so I'll need to prepare the guest room first, okay? Are you truly comfortable with me staying here? Of course! Make yourself at home. No need to be so polite. I made curry for dinner. Would you like to have some? Well, I appreciate the offer. I am not hungry. Oh, okay. If you want anything else, just let me know. I take a seat on the couch and continue eating my meal. Junoru sits across from me and watches as I eat. It feels more than a little awkward. It has been ages since the last time I had a guest over. Even Akuya and Ryoji hardly ever visit. Are you sure you're not hungry? There's still a lot left. I appreciate your concern, but I ate something before I came over. Oh, I see. What about these cookies? They're fresh out of the oven. Please have one. Junoru said he was full, but a cookie never hurt anyone. I hold the box in front of him, hoping he will take a few. He was quiet for a moment, his expression frozen. Slowly, he takes one and looks at it, fascinated. If you really don't want one, you don't have to. Before I can finish my sentence, Junoru eats the treat. How is it? His expression does not change as he swallows. I cannot help but worry that he may not enjoy it. It is delicious and crunchy. I feel flustered as I watch him take another one. I gesture for Junoru to have more, but he says he is full. I am satisfied that he at least tried a few. Once I'm done eating, I begin to take care of the dishes. May I use your shower? Of course, no need to be so humble. Make yourself at home. Miss Miyoko, although you are kind in letting me stay here, I hope you realize you should be wary about letting people visit your house. We aren't strangers, are we? We decided Junoru heads upstairs. It may only be my imagination, but his cheeks seem red. By the way, if you need me, I'll be in the room next to yours. Junoru gives me his shout of confirmation. Chapter 2, The Hunter. I go to my bedroom and drop onto the chair. Alright, I think I'm going to leave this episode here for now, guys. Kind of a weird place to leave it off, but it's more of a fitting place if you think about it, because we just started the next chapter. So in the next video, we'll be starting chapter 2. It's so hard to talk with these canker sores in my mouth. Ugh. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, comment what you think, share this video with your friends, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss a single notification. I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye. You say you wanna try, but you never